Oi, oi. And we're back again. So today our topic is fear. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Oh no, Gavin's trying to frighten us again. He's going to read another of his scary stories. But no, not today. Actually, we're talking more about a general sort of feeling of uneasiness. It's called FOMO, F-O-M-O, fear of missing out. Basically, this is connected to our modern lives, to social media. We love our phones. I love my phone so much that I'm sitting in an empty room now with the door locked, talking to my phone. And we love our phones. We love doing all sorts of things. We look at our phones many times a day. Now, as usual, if you look at the website, which is underneath this clip, or hopefully you've accessed this clip through the website, you'll see lots of interesting stats perhaps about mobile phones. There's a little bit extra to watch, and then don't forget to do a little bit of writing, eh? Boy, don't forget. Help your grade. Okay, now to today's little pass. As I said, slimmed down version, just going to do the reading and a bit of vocab. I'm not going to chat too much at the beginning. I hear a sigh of relief. But we post photos to Instagram and other social media sites quite a lot because we prefer pictures to reading, don't we? And, you know, also it kind of, I think with Instagram, I don't really use Instagram, but I think it goes back to one of the earlier classes about narcissism, you know. I'm posting to Instagram. Take about 30 minutes, 1 hour to sort of Photoshop, you know, your stomach, your hair, your skin tone, everything like that. But, oh, I look wonderful. Yes, I'm so lovely. Post. Yeah. And, you know, I don't really think too much about it, but there's kind of a bittersweet thing there, isn't there, really? You know, yes, you want to look good, but there's a little bit of bitterness in there, isn't there? You know, you want people to envy you a little bit, don't you? You want people to say, "Oh, look, he's in a nice place. She's looking good. She's in a wonderful place." And then on the other side, you know, you look at photos. I don't know if you do that or that you do that, but you look at photos which maybe give you a little spike of jealousy, maybe. I'm not sure, but I don't what's with that? I don't understand why. Oh yeah, it looks nice, but then I'm not doing that right now. I'm sitting on my sofa in my pajamas, not looking particularly great, but that's what we do. Anyway, as I said, we do love our phones. Lots of stats, ridiculous ones, of course, like people have more phones than they do toilets. Very interesting, that one. In the world, indeed, there are, you know, more mobile phones than toilets. That's easy to understand, but people have more phones than they do toilets. Great. And also connected to that, sorry to sink to this level, but also apparently when asked, about 40% of adults admit to checking their phones while they're in the bathroom. There you go. That is what we have become. Now, today's vocab, we're doing a bit about this FOMO thing, fear of missing out. We're doing a bit about FOMO. So the vocab for today, here we go. First word, phenomenon. Phenomenon. First word is phenomenon, and it kind of means, well, it's a thing. It's an issue. It's a thing. It's a phenomenon. It's a thing. Yeah, the mobile phone, the social media phenomenon, the mobile phone phenomenon. Now, one big thing is a pet peeve of mine. The singular is phenomenon, and the plural is phenomena. Okay, so don't say it's an interesting phenomena, because that is the plural. It's a mistake lots of people make, and because I'm a teacher, that's the sort of thing that keeps me awake at night. Next word here, optimum. It means excellent. It means very good. Think of your mum. There you go, optimum. the next word. And finally, for today, we have a word which actually isn't in the passage, but I just thought I would teach it to you anyway. And this is nomophobia. Nomophobia. Nomophobia is a modern phobia. It's the fear of being without your phone. I suppose it's one of those Japanese sort of made up words like no mobile phobia. I'm not sure. Nomophobia. There you go. Fear of being without your phone. So, without more ado, British Council, still loving them. Excellent websites. Go and check them out. We're going to do something today called FOMO, as I said. This is about a text about the fear of missing out and why we're in love with our phones. This teacher here is banging on about not sleeping enough because you're checking your phone. Everybody knows how important it is for students to get a good night's sleep every night. You aren't able to do your best and keep up with your responsibilities unless you sleep well. I'm sure you already know that you should go to bed at a reasonable hour. Yes. Most experts agree that the optimum number of hours is 8, and this has been accepted as common sense for as long as I can remember. However, I was young once, and I know that most of you get much less sleep than that. And in some cases, it will be affecting your schoolwork. I read an interesting article in a teacher's magazine recently. They did a study of 848 students in Wales. That's where I come from. Worryingly, the results showed that teenagers are facing a new problem. They may go to bed and get up at appropriate times, but a growing number are waking up in the middle of the night, not to use the bathroom or to have a snack, but because of a new phenomenon, FOMO, fear of missing out. According to the article, school children are suffering because of a growing trend to wake up during the night to check social media, afraid of missing a comment or an opportunity to take part in a chat. Teenagers are waking up at all times of the night, going online and getting involved. All this when they should be sound asleep. Experts are worried about this growing trend. The reports reveal some worrying statistics that I'd like to share with you. 23% of 12 to 15-year-olds wake up nearly every night to use social media. Another 15% wake up at night once a week for the same reason. 1 in 3 students are constantly tired and unable to function to their full capacity. Students who use social media during the night are more likely to suffer from depression and anxiety. So, I'd like to ask you to be responsible when it comes to social media. Be brave. Switch off your devices at night. The world won't end, and your social media will be waiting to greet you in the morning. I give you my word that you won't have missed anything important. That's a good message, actually. I mean, it's ridiculous. You wake up in the night, you check your phone. What is it really so important? Possibly occasionally, if you're expecting some really important news, but maybe that should only be maybe once or twice in a year. My advice, I'm not brilliant with these things. I use my phone much too much, but my advice would be just recharge your phone in another room. Leave it alone. Okay, have a little look at it in the morning. Everybody does, don't they? But, you know, just recharge that thing in another room. Okay, anyway, that's the end of today's lesson. Nice, short,